Well, Bev, tens this weekend. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm really excited for the tens. It's something different, and it's pretty fast paced. A bit of space on the field to get around in, and yeah, I think that we're all looking forward to doing something different.
You obviously get to go up home as well and play a trial up there against the Chiefs. So, like, how are you going to use these next couple of weeks? These have got to be the markers where you lay down your selection quest, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, tens is a different style of rugby, so we're probably looking forward to playing that trial on the Wednesday up at the Sunshine Coast. For myself, that's where I'm from, so I'm pretty excited to get back, and there'll be a few friends and family up there watching the game, so I'll be pretty excited to play up there. And yeah, a strong performance on the weekend, and we can hopefully roll that in against the Chiefs, and just keep building a bit of momentum towards the start of the season.
You're coming back into this year with a lot more confidence, or how much did that Wallabies trip help you at the end of last year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was just sort of chipping away for a while, and then when you get the opportunity at the end of the season, I was over the moon. So. No, not much changes for me. I'm obviously just going to keep trying as hard as I can to get my hand up for selection and just keep working hard. Strong squad, a lot of competition in all positions, so it's going to be pretty exciting. And then round one will be definitely the target.
Well, it's a pretty bizarre world where you could go from being on a Wallabies tour to looking at the locks that are here. You're in a real fight to get a spot in that game day 23, all four of you, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure, mate. There's some tough competition. We've been training pretty hard. A couple of different teams and combos been working at training. So we can only work as hard as we can, and then hopefully round one, leave it up to the headache for the coaches.
Have you noticed it's a different feel, new coach, new coaching structure?
Maybe things are run a bit different with the new coaching structure, but it's exciting. We're trying a few different things. I think that's good. The training sessions have been very high quality. We've been executing well. I think we're doing what we're trying to do this season. So I'm pretty excited for the start of the season. The coaching staff have been going really well and get us playing the way we want to play.
Personally, do you feel fitter now than you have ever been?
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the toughest pre-seasons I've been a part of. I think they've worked it out a fair bit down to a fine art, so hopefully they know what they're doing. But we're working pretty hard, and but we're still executing pretty well at training, so you can be pretty happy with the balance between everything.
And with Sam Carter and the Arnold brothers, is there intensity between the three of you or four of you at training? Yeah,
I think so, mate. You've got to expect a bit of competition. It's our career, so we want to try pretty hard to put our hand up for that game day team. Obviously, that's where you want to be. So there's a bit of competition between everyone, as you can expect, but that's the nature of the sport.
I mean, how physical do you go at training, given that you are in a pretty fierce competition? Because you are an aggressive player?
I think you got to measure it, and with the training session, and you obviously can't go too crazy with it, but you got to formulate as close as you can to a game scenario. So you're gonna go pretty hard, but maybe not totally finishing them off or finish those tackles like you would maybe in a game, but you still got to get bodies in front. And we're training at pretty high intensity, and I think they've brought that in, stepped it up a bit this year. So as a squad, we're training pretty hard, and obviously in the top 5, that's pretty highly contested sort of area.
If is it daunting at all? Like when you look at numbers and things like that, you got a captain you're going up against, and the 2 tallest players in Australian rugby history. What point of difference do you offer? How do you view that sort of contest there? Where do you see your strengths at?
I think you got to respect the other players' qualities, and you've got to put your hand up. As a lock, you want to be strong at your set piece. You work right around the field and make your tackles, sort of thing. So I'm not really trying to think about too much about what they're doing. I'm just trying to work on what I can do. That's the only thing I can control. So work on my parts of my game, keep putting my hand up, and that's all I can really do.
And this is the sort of competition that makes you a better player, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're all highly quality players. So if we can all force each other to get that bit better, obviously it's going to be beneficial for everyone. And moving forward, we'll become better players, and hopefully the squad will become even stronger.
Like you said, tens is a different style. What goals have you guys set for that? I know you want to win every game you go into, but is it something you really want to chase at that title?
We're obviously a very competitive team down here with the Brumbies, so we won't take anything too lightly. We're going to put a team out there. Hopefully we can get some wins together and have a real crack at the tens, but as it says, we're just trying to work on a few things as well behind the scenes and keep moving forward, hopefully towards the Super Rugby season. But yeah, the 10s will be interesting, and hopefully we can just try a few things and not be too descriptive, and hopefully a few players can sort of play through their instincts.
And as a lumbering lock, how is it with a bit more space on the field?
Mate, hopefully it's not too late in the 10-minute halves or whatever it is, so I can have a bit of a crack at a bit of space on the field. So that'll be interesting, mate. I look forward to it.
Yeah, obviously for you and also for the whole guys as a whole, how did you feel first hit out of the weekend? Of the year, sorry, and then going into that 10s, you got Fiji as well and the Crusaders, so some pretty fast-paced rugby.
Yeah, there'll be some pretty fast-paced games in the 10s. I think last year, you saw a few games and they were pretty interesting. A few surprises there, like Panasonic were pretty good last year. So, but with the trial on the weekend, I think we sort of mixed the squad around a little bit. Fair few players got some game time, so we can move forward. I don't think you can get a proper gauge of 10s, but if people are running in space and freely playing some good footy, obviously it's going to be good for that next trial moving forward.
Lungs weren't hurting too bad?
Yeah, lungs were hurting a little bit on the weekend, but they mixed it around. Nobody played too many minutes, so we sort of shared the load a little bit there and just sort of worked on some combos. And obviously we've been training for a while, so it was good to just put that into a bit of a game scenario.
So you said the 10s is a better gauge of your own personal fitness rather than how the team's going as a whole?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously 10s is pretty fast pace, and you're going to be testing yourself a little bit there. You're going to be a bit more high speed running and things like that. But I don't know if you get too much of a gauge on it. It depends if there's tries, and it's just a totally different game. So in its own way, it's going to be very exciting. But we're obviously focusing on a few things in the 15 side.